Hey there, everybody. This is George, Zeke, and Leon. With me here is Playoff Beard, and
Hello.
Today we have some pretty exciting stuff going on. We got Vertigo versus Wicked in, like 10, 20 minutes or so.
I thought you were going to say 10, 20 matches. I was like, how long are we going to be here?
They're going to play a best of 30, and we're going to be here all night.
I don't think so.
This isn't Wednesday, is it?
No,
it's not April Fool's Day anymore?
It's Friday. All right.
So sad. But anyway, as usual, we will be giving away 3,000 dice to 3 lucky or 1,000 dice to 3 lucky winners after every single match. We're gonna do a little bit of a reveal on what's happening in 1.4, and
for real.
It might be Corpus. Who knows?
No,
probably not. No, sorry. But anyway, take it away.
All right, so let's start off with news because that is the thing in the yellow highlighted box. And I always follow the directions.
Ooh, does that mean I can mess with it?
As dude, you're in charge. You do what you want. So, update 1.3 is live. I hope all of you have figured that out by now. I love that tweet. I don't know if you saw that tweet, that dude who was like, I'm trying to bypass 1.3 and get in the game so I don't have the Adagio nerf. But yeah, that happened, and you need to have the Adagio nerf. Yeah, so 1.3 is live. On Wednesday, we had a special stream, and we went through kind of all of the balance changes and everything. If you didn't catch that, we're not going to go into that in detail, so if you want to hear that, just search for Vainglory Casual on YouTube, and you can find the link to that and enjoy that. I think most of you know, I hope most of you know by now, that the update 1.4 preview was our April Fool's gag. Yeah. So I'm sorry to all of you who were excited about Corpus, the Nightmare Goat.
I don't think they were excited about Corpus. I think they were excited about that 7 move speed on Taka. I was excited for it. I was really disappointed when I found it was April Fool's.
Yeah, so all the stuff in update 1.4 is, in fact, and it's a Shinvasion.
Yay!
I like this form of Shinvasion a lot more than the last form of Shinvasion.
As opposed to him coming into our stream and taking over, or him coming to our jungle and killing all of us.
Yeah, so thank you, Shinkaigen. Awesome channel. I'm sure all of you are watching Shinkaigen on Twitch these days. But yeah, so 1.4 preview was April Fool's. The Nightmare Goat is not real, but who knows? Things can always come back in the future.
This is true.
Never know what the future holds around here.
The dream is real.
It's a pretty crazy place. Pretty much the only legit thing in the update 1.4 preview was that skins, what we revealed at PAX about the skin system, that is true. Skin system is not a joke. And we might have a little more to say about that
maybe
in a little bit. Maybe. What else for news? Android. So most of you know Android is in beta. We're adding more devices like crazy. I'm going to put the link into the chat window. And if you want to get on Android, just check that out. It has the full list of supported devices. That list is growing and growing and growing. And for a lot of devices, all you really have to do is knock to enter, basically, and then someone just approves you, and you're in. It's not, fully closed the way it was before.
It's pretty much very hassle-free. You basically go in, hit a button, and you're pretty much good to go.
What else? I wanted to just mention, it's been so fun since update 1.3 came out to see so many spectator matches. And we have the Lev tournament, the League of Extraordinary Vainglorians, which is this community-driven kind of almost full season that they have going on. Vainglory League had a cup, a NA, and a European Cup going on. Commander Alex was shoutcasting. A whole bunch of people were shoutcasting. It's just really, really fun to see people utilizing that feature, and just make sure you're checking out all of the channels on Twitch.
Most definitely. It's super exciting to watch. I personally love shoutcasting matches, and just watching other people do it is fantastic.
So other than that, I just wanted to mention a brief clarification. So on Wednesday, when we had the special stream, I think we were collectively so sleep deprived that we couldn't even remember which of the variants on Koska that we had been playtesting was the one that we locked.
Yeah.
And it is, in fact, the one where armor and shield is completely removed from Blood Rush.
Yes, so basically what happens is in the previous patch, if you use Blood Rush, or if you hit enemies with your abilities, you would get a pretty nice stack of armor and shielding, 16 per stack up to a total of 64. And that was completely devastating early game. So what happened was Koska hits 3 enemies. She's just I am now the tanky lord or lady.
Tanksha.
I'm now Tanksha at level 1. And you're just well, can't really deal with that. So now we've tuned it down a little bit. We completely removed that part of the perk. However, we bumped up her base armor and shielding. So at level 1, she's a little bit tankier. but not as tanky as if she were to use her abilities.
And ultimately, as you go on and you're fighting and you're getting those twirly death stacks, which now are much more based on crystal ratios. There's a lot more based on crystal ratios. I've always been a huge fan of Crystal Koska, true assassin Koska. I challenge all of you out there to go play a full true blue Crystal Koska, maybe with a reflex block thrown in there, and see what you can do. If you clear a certain threshold of crystal now, you're going to really enjoy the benefits of those boosted crystal ratios.
Most definitely.
And then we have, of course, we have Wicked versus Vertigo.
Oh yeah.
Today.
That's gonna be great.
Which will be fun. We can show off. We've got a feature in the app for that we can show off.
Let's see.
Oh, you're gonna do
here.
it.
Boom.
Oh wow.
You got Team Wicked versus Vertigo,
Nice.
and it's going to be a really, really good match. I'm excited to see these two teams play against each other.
All right, and we're going to continue to do this. So if you're in, Halcyon Hammers or Red or any of these other guilds, and you weren't selected this time, we're just going to keep doing this kind of thing so long as people enjoy it. So lots more chances for people to get in and get to play in these.
It looks
in
like
these
some people
battles.
are saying the stream went down, but I'm pretty sure you guys have to refresh because the stream is definitely up on our end. I see no issues with the frame dropping, so if you're in chat and you can hear us, tell everyone else to hit refresh and you should be good to go.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it up on my screen just to make sure.
Should be fine. It is saying it's live, in theory. It's just taking its time to load. Interesting.
We will see. And there will be ice. There will be lots of ice. So 3,000 ice per match. Hit refresh.
We're hitting that refresh button. We're making sure things are working for you guys.
Yeah, but anyway, what else do we have? We have matches. We do have an important reveal today. It is just important information that you're gonna want to hear. So we will definitely do that. Yeah, I see myself.
Yeah, stream's totally working, guys.
I've looked better. Refresh your browser. It's fine, and that is all good. So one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to give a call to Kima, who is involved with a lot of the organization for this LEV stuff, this League of Extraordinary Vainglorian stuff, just to get a little bit of background, because for a lot of us, it just came completely out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
That massive, awesome poster that they released, and then suddenly, if you were looking at the Twitch directory for Vaingloria, it was like, all at once, like 40 games underway for this LEV, LEV season. And so I'm going to do this super freaking lo-fi. I'm going to literally call him, and we'll see what happens.
Phone a friend. Ask him for the answer.
This is Phone a Friend. I do not know whether it is A, B, C, or D. We will get a final answer from Kima.
Hey, guys.
Hey there.
Kima, who was the president before Andrew Jackson? I have to lock in my final answer.
You have 3 seconds.
President.
This is Phone a Friend.
Jeez.
All right, we lost $1 million. Thank you,
Dang
Kima.
it. Thanks, Kima. Thanks.
We appreciate
I
it.
didn't even get any lifelines.
You need a lifeline, but you are our lifeline. This is a problem.
I
This
think
is a
you
problem.
should turn this a little bit because that way the speakers are pointing toward the microphone.
I can turn it up too. You tell me.
Oh, you should totally turn it up.
I can't turn it up. I lied.
Oh.
All right. So this is Kima. Kima, tell us who you are and why you're on my phone.
Hey, everybody. So this is Kima from the Halcyon Hammers. I'm just an avid fan, just like everybody else. We're here to be enthusiasts about this game. We all collectively came here to see what we can do and what we can do for this particular game. We're huge fans, and obviously we play the strong card and are trying to get the community to react competitively to this game that we want to see succeed. So SCMC has just been so supportive of these community events that this is the reason why that the LEV basically exists. So I'm here representing that. I definitely want to tell you guys more about it.
Yeah, what is LEV and why should people be tuning into these games on Twitch?
So the League of Extraordinary Vainglorians, it's an ambitious project. So for sure what we learned in the past with some of the tournaments was that we can't exclude who wants to play and who we choose to play. And it was just really hard for us to think that the first come, first serve thing would be how we would do tournaments. So with a lot of feedback, especially from the camp, and a lot of feedback from a lot of the top guild leaders out there, so Nemesis, Gangstars, Red, we've got our own Hammers. A lot of us collectively wanted to proceed in creating a league, which is effectively the best way to rank a lot of our competitive players before actually selecting for tournaments. And basically, the League of Extraordinary Vainglorians, it's a 10-week league, spans over 50 teams. Each team would have to play one game a day and be ranked accordingly to a point system, which I feel definitely encourages gameplay, especially for people that can't make all of the matches. So we were talking a lot with Kent about this and making sure that the community could make as many as possible and was rewarded for making these matches in a ranked competitive gameplay system that spans literally over 10 weeks. So it was hard upbringing basically 200 players and an entire league. And I mean, that's it.
Yeah, super ambitious.
Absolutely, yeah. It took us weeks of polling to find the right times, weeks of polling to find the right structures, and then, of course, all the artwork and all that. So, and the organization going into it before actually launching. And I have to say that the launch was super successful with
yeah, there were like 40 games on Twitch yesterday, I noticed.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So tell us real quick.
Teams.
Tell us real quick, when are the next kind of batch of games that people can watch?
Each game is happening every night. So we've got over 10 streamers that actually do that actually play in the Lev every night at 6:45 Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, cool. And I know that Fuji is definitely broadcasting all of his games, so that's one that people can definitely check out.
Mm-hmm. And again, that's another one of the benefits of us having spectator mode now, which is great, is that Fuji, who's the official LEV streamer, is basically rounded up a bunch of guys, a bunch of you streamers out there. So there's DZ Live, there's Shin, there's Ferris, even Vixen's been contacted to be official shoutcasters for any one of these games during the week. And that's a really, really exciting thing. It's not something that we could have done without spectator mode. And so bringing this out in this update, it just, I mean, people call it coincidence, but I think we kind of forced your hand to come out with spectator mode as soon as possible. So
yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome advancement. We gotta move on here and get to some stuff. But I want to have you back after Lev's been going on for a while and just kind of hear how it's going, what you've learned from it, and get an update from you down the road, man.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. So go help John Hammer. Represent.
All right. Awesome.
Sure.
Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Take care. Thanks.
So that's League of Extraordinary Vainglorians. There's also, I saw Vainglory League has a cup going on. They had an EU cup today. So it's just really fun to see this stuff coming out of the woodwork now that spectator mode is here.
Pretty much. Like, if you ever want to see, like, you know, what are the high MMR, high elo players doing in their games, you can go check out these streams, check out these tournaments, check those shoutcasting matches. It is fantastic to see.
And I saw some questions in the chat I want to mention. So first of all, make sure you're following the channel. That is how you are eligible to win ice when we do the random giveaway. So make sure you are following. And then for the people asking, when is Vox available with Glory? That's midnight. Mm-hmm. So midnight tonight as it turns into PDT. Saturday. Yeah, Pacific time. That's important. PDT. You will be able to get Vox with Glory.
Yep, pretty much. So in about 10 hours, I totally have a watch here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, in about 10 hours, you will be able to unlock Vox with Glory. And I gotta say, he's fun to play. If you haven't tried him already, you should definitely give him a shot.
Oh my God. So Amazing Omar's pointing out this thing with Kraken that I totally forgot to mention, but it's been so funny to see these videos that people are posting and photos. So now that we have the level juice and the pot of gold, important to know that when you're in practice mode, trying out new builds, you know, trying out different heroes, seeing what works, if you spam the gold enough, Kraken's damage is to some degree dictated by how much gold you have. So if you spam that pot of gold 100 times and then touch Kraken, he will one-shot you.
He will murder
and it
you.
is hysterical. It is so fun to watch.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Kraken, a true powerhouse.
All right, so do you already have everybody, or do we need to wait till 2:30?
But first, we should show these guys the Vox Spotlight.
Let's do it. All right, we can show you this Vox Spotlight. So for anyone who missed it, here is the Vox Spotlight coming right up.
Hey, this is Ciderhelm, and welcome to the Vainglory Hero Spotlight. Today we'll be looking at Vox, a perimeter shock trooper who uses sound to strike at his enemies. Vox is a child of two worlds, navigating between technology and the arcane, and between the carefree world of music and the seriousness of circumstance. Simultaneously a sniper and a mage, he can choose to devastate a single target or wear down multiple targets at once. Vox's perk, Julia's Song, causes each of his attacks to grant him a small barrier. This sound barrier stacks with each consecutive attack up to a small maximum. However, the barrier will quickly fall off if Vox stops landing basic attacks. In addition to the barrier, Vox's basic attacks also deal bonus crystal damage, and this damage increases if Vox purchases any items with crystal power. Vox's abilities can apply an effect called Resonance on enemies. When Vox attacks an enemy with Resonance, the crystal portion of his basic attack also bounces to the nearest enemies, prioritizing any heroes nearby. These attacks also refresh the duration of Resonance on all nearby enemies. The bounces do not count as basic attacks when it comes to items, but they can each grant Barrier, allowing Vox to potentially reach his maximum barrier from a single attack. Resonance cannot be applied to turrets and never increases damage taken by Vox's primary target. Vox's Sonic Zoom ability allows him to dash a short fixed distance in a target direction. During his dash, he will throw 2 attacks to the nearest enemy, prioritizing heroes. These attacks deal reduced weapon damage, but are otherwise considered basic attacks, allowing them to critically strike, apply item effects, and bounce crystal damage if the target has resonance. This ability also acts as a reset for his basic attack. In other words, if Vox attacks a target then immediately dashes, he can gain a total of 4 attacks in rapid succession. Sonic Zoom's Overdrive allows the first attack during the dash to apply resonance to its target. I recommend learning this ability first when laning. When your goal is to deal maximum burst damage to a single target, upgrade this ability and take its overdrive as soon as possible. Vox's Pulse ability emits a sonar wave that applies resonance and marks the location of all nearby enemies. This wave also slows enemies it passes over, with the slow being much stronger towards the center than it is at the edges. Upgrading Pulse passively increases the damage dealt from resonance bounces. In other words, each rank in Pulse causes secondary targets, not the primary target, of Vox's basic attacks to take even more crystal damage. The overdrive on Pulse significantly increases the passive resonance bounce damage, significantly decreases the Pulse cooldown, and it strengthens the power of the slow. I recommend learning this ability first when jungling. Upgrade this ability and take its overdrive when you want to maximize multi-target damage or utility. Vox's ultimate, Wait For It, applies resonance to all enemies in a narrow line. Immediately afterward, a wide secondary shockwave follows the same path, dealing crystal damage and briefly silencing enemies. Resonance bounces will also be triggered from any hero struck by the shockwave, causing substantially increased damage if multiple heroes are caught in the shockwave. Each rank of the ultimate significantly reduces its cooldown. Take the 3rd rank of this ability for when your team will benefit from having a silence available more frequently, or for the substantial burst in heavy crystal builds. Vox's power is defined heavily by which items he chooses. For serious single-target damage, it's generally a good idea to build heavy weapon, or incorporate items with on-hit effects. On the other hand, heavy crystal power items are fantastic, especially when taking the overdrive on Pulse, as they seriously increase his multi-target damage. While his opponents have been building heavy weapon items, Blue Team's Vox has been building crystal power items, which means his single-target burst damage is fairly low. Regardless, a fight breaks out as he aggressively dashes in. Take note of this initial shot from Vox's ultimate, which has barely grazed Arden and applied resonance. Though it deals no damage, teams should always pay attention to who gets hit by this initial shot. Though the ultimate shockwave and Koska pounce left the enemy Vox alive, just barely, the killing blow will come from a resonance bounce. When Arden realized he was overwhelmed and was falling back, Vox turned around to re-engage, putting both in range of each other for bounces. Arden goes down quickly, but the team is unable to lock out the enemy Celeste, who's built defensive shield items. When his opponents attempt to capture the gold mine, Vox is once again able to catch them together. Heavy crystal builds shine brilliantly in situations like these, where enemies are tightly grouped and lack defense. Let's jump way ahead during the match. Though our Vox still enjoys an enormous item advantage, take note of how little direct damage he can deal to the enemy Vox. Against a single target or when opponents stay sufficiently spread apart, Crystal is far weaker than weapon builds. And while Crystal can build heavy lifesteal, enemies with hard stuns or defensive shield items can cut out this advantage. The enemy team has capitalized on their victory, taking Kraken and pushing hard. However, as they press their advantage, they once again make a critical mistake by lining up neatly for Vox's ultimate. The triple resonance bounce all but secures the fate of this match, as our team immediately turns to give chase to their weakened opponents. Thanks for watching the Vox Hero Spotlight. Download Vainglory free on the Apple App Store and join us in the Halcyon
Alright
Fold.
guys, we're back and we're about to get this game underway. So we're just getting the last few players into this game and we'll get Vertigo versus Wicked started in just a moment.
All right, we're almost ready.
Yep, all good, all good. And who do you guys think is going to win? Let's see it in chat. Do you guys think Vertigo will win or Wicked will win?
Yeah, let's find out before the match starts. Get just kind of a rough poll. Vertigo or Wicked, who people think is going to win.
All right, and here we go. We do have all the players in the lobby. So let's get going.
And let's shout them out so
Boom.
you don't have to wait. But so we
see
have,
it.
once you name the players, it's probably
We got
easier for you to read.
Josh on Vertigo, Merc on Vertigo, Guap on Vertigo 2, Wicked Drizzy, Wicked Keys, and Absolute X0. So this is going to be a great match.
Pretty even.
And we do see there's a Vox on both sides
Yep.
right now.
That's my fault. I mean, I said for match 1, let's have some Voxes.
All right.
They can do whatever they want in match 2, but I wanted to see what they would do with the newest hero in this first match.
So looking at Wicked's team comp, they have Vox, Arden, and Glaive locked in already. And this is an interesting team comp. So they will probably have a Crystal Vox because, you know, Arden doesn't do too much damage if he goes Crystal. Glaive, likewise. So I'm thinking we'll see a little bit of weapon built on both Arden and on Glaive, and then Vox is probably still Crystal.
So both teams doing my favorite thing so far, which is an Arden Vox combination.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's been really, really fun. I've been playing that a lot and been really enjoying it. But one team, they have a Vox Saw comp, which I can't even remember if I've seen that before. What's your take on Vox and Saw together?
So I think this is actually really, really smart of Team Vertigo. So Team Vertigo knows that Saw is a hard counter to Vox in lane. So, and if they know that Wicked is going to pick up Vox, this Saw is going to completely destroy him.
Okay.
In theory.
So here we go. We have Vertigo, we have Guop, Merc, and Josh.
And on team over here, Wicked, we got Absolute X0, Drizzy, and Loose Keys.
All right, what do you see in just the starting items? What does that tell you? We see both teams, what you usually see in high elo play, all 3 members come down to the tri-brush just in case there's a jungle invade off match start.
And right there, you see the flare coming out of Team Vertigo. That's really, really smart, just keeping an eye on where exactly Team Wicked is. So they immediately know, okay, they're not invading, they're fine. And even if they were, I don't think these comps are too different. I think Team Vertigo actually has an advantage in what they run.
All right, so a conservative start. Now we're seeing the lane matchup. Vox, so we have a jungle Vox and a lane Vox, which is going to be interesting to see. Saw versus Vox in lane, initial thoughts.
Saw versus Vox in lane. As I said earlier, Saw wrecks Vox. Like,
Okay.
if Vox wants to do any sort of damage to Saw, he'll dash in, Saw, and Vox is going to be like, I'm going to throw 4 attacks at you really fast. And Saw's just like, I'm going to stand here and shoot you 8 times.
So what does Drizzy have to do to not get bullied out of this lane?
So it's actually pretty smart here. Drizzy is going Crystal Vox, which means that the Resonance procs will actually do quite a bit of damage bouncing off minions to Josh. So that could be a pretty good way for Drizzy to get some harass. However, Saw starting with the lifesteal, it's going to be very hard to push him out of lane.
I think there's some action in the jungle.
Looking at the action in the jungle. So things might be happening here. Maybe. Oh.
Gotta be quick.
Wicked was not ready for that. Let's see if Vertigo can actually take advantage. They actually do not, I believe.
So there's a sonic zoom from Merc, just getting things going. Saw with the suppressing fire on Wicked Keys. That's B-Rad from Shatter the Vein podcast.
So I'm actually pretty sure that Wicked got both the minion kills there. So that's a pretty good invade from them.
All right. So that worked out in terms of the gold advantage early on. Sometimes getting the gold just by getting the extra camps can be even more important than a kill.
And here we go. Wicked is going into the jungle of Vertigo. So let's see.
They're
what's gonna
looking.
happen.
They're looking to start something now. All three together. Saw is away. This will be a 3v2. This is going to be bad for Merc and Guap. In comes the glaive. He punts Merc back. Wicked Keys is on him. Drizzy with Vox is
get
following
away?
up. Vanguard is going to
more
allow
shot?
Drizzy to stick to Merc. Glaive is there. And a suppressing fire. Oh no, he does go down. All right.
Go down.
So a successful invade. Josh now has to be careful not to go down as well. They're starting to take turret aggro, and so they're going to have to back off. Absolute Zero getting in a little bit of difficulty there, but a Vanguard is going to be able to protect him.
So looking at that, 1 second. Alrighty.
Head to shred.
Looking at that, Vertigo is actually still ahead in gold, even though they did get first blooded by Team Wicked. They are still up in gold. So that really comes from Saw being a pretty good CSer. So what's happening here is really the Iron Guard contract on Guap is really making up for the gold differential.
And Arden v Arden in the jungle.
So
little bit
Wicked
of a
Keys
standoff
going
there.
in, just
So-
taking a few camps.
Yeah, so you're seeing Wicked, they're trying to steal as much jungle farm as they can to get that early item advantage.
Right, and right here you do see level 3, level 4, level 3 on both sides, so pretty even in that regards. And Vertigo is just holding a slight gold advantage with 0.3, 300 gold up.
Okay, so some action early, but no kind of consequences that are going to have, lasting consequences. We also have the XP changes in 1.3. How will that influence games?
So experience changes in 1.3 are really just to basically help teams that are a little bit behind catch up. Basically, if you're ahead of like the average level, you'll be getting a little bit less experience from everything, and if you're behind, you'll get a little bit more.
So really what that's about is, a strong early game or a strong, early team fight shouldn't necessarily dictate the course of the whole match.
Absolute X0 trying to go with the afterburn, however, he just lands straight into a wall.
So there's a
Just
suppressing
completely
fire
wasted.
on Absolute Zero. He's going to have to back away. You see the caution ping coming out. They don't want that fight.
And right here, so what really came out of the previous engagement where they picked up a first blood was they were able to litter the blue side of the map with a ton of scout traps. Like you saw one here,
And talk about
one
the importance
here.
of vision in high elo gameplay.
So the thing about vision and high-low gameplay is mostly that if you know where your opponents are, you know very easily what you should do next. Like right here, you see Merc trying to hide here.
He's
I don't know if he
just
can
trying
do
to
too
hide.
much,
he
but
has the
he can
mobility with
try.
Sonic Zoom. Here comes the Saw, so he's feeling a little more confident now. So a Saw and a Vox versus an Arden and a Glaive. There is Merc just poking away. He knows he can Sonic Zoom and get those 2 extra basic attacks out. Arden is going in with blood for blood. He gets a hit off. He's not going to be able to keep up with these people, though.
I don't think there's any way Vertigo can get any
It would have to be initiated by Saw from the other side if something is going to happen here. You see the scout traps coming out.
Drizzy has joined his team, and right now it's basically a standoff. Drizzy is actually shopping in the middle of all this, so that works out for him.
And meanwhile, Saw making sure to get some farm. So long as a 2v3 fight doesn't break out, Josh has the right idea here.
Most definitely. And as soon as you see your laner leave to go back to lane, and you leave yourself in a 2v3 situation, you should basically back off. And right there, it was a little bit scary for Wicked to continue pressing in because there wasn't too much fun to take. The bottom camp was already taken by Vertigo. And right here, you actually see Josh coming back down, so he's probably going to buy a few
They
more
want a
things.
fight here. Here comes Josh. There's a suppressing fire in on Wicked and Absolute Zero. You see the resonance go out. A punt from Absolute Zero pushes back the Arden. That was probably not the intended target. So Josh now...
wait for
There
it comes out.
It does. And a follow-up from that Vox is almost going to take out Merc. He's forced to flee. They turn on Guap. He's forced to back away. Arden a little bit tankier. He vanguards himself to be able to get some distance. But you see how Vox can stick to a target. There's the Sonic Zoom. 2 extra basic attacks. And Guap is able to retreat to the safety of the turret.
So right there, unfortunately, Drizzy lost vision onto Guap, so he was unable to get those extra 2 attacks out.
All right, here's a gold mine. So they backed off the enemy team. They know they have all 3 members. They know they have a chance to get this gold mine potentially uncontested. Wicked is going to pull this off. Vertigo not even sensing it in time. So there you see that the vision advantage, they would have known if Guap had come down into that tri-brush, and they knew they had the time to get that done.
Most definitely. So right here, with Drizzy running back into lane up against Josh on Saw. And right now, looking at the creep score counts, it's actually very even across the board. So it's 12 on Merc versus the 22 on Absolute Zero. However, if you add that to Guap's, it's basically 21 in the jungle of blue side to about 29 the side of red side.
And so, you know, as someone who's played on the big stage in huge matches, is there anything you're noticing early on that it was like if you were the coach of one of these teams, like you were the coach of Team Curse, you would be telling them now to do something different?
So right here, it's really up to Vertigo to make sure they don't keep letting Wicked take over their jungle. Wicked is constantly roaming in, getting kills or just picking off jungle camps. And you see these scout traps all over the place, littered across the jungle. Like, the way Wicked has these places is very, very intelligent. So what happens is, you can see right here, the one in the middle of my screen right here is, oh wait, 1 second, Josh is getting killed.
There is a gank from Glaive, a successful afterburn knockback, and they're able to take out Josh.
Yeah, so right here I'm thinking that Vertigo really needs to invest in some flare guns and try to clear out these scout traps in their jungle. Like, these are actually pretty smart because if you have a scout trap on each of these camps, if Wicked tries to come and steal them, you'll see them coming. And basically, they're placed in such a position that you won't actually walk over them when you're attacking these minions.
Yeah, so right, you see them kind of tucked inside the jungle monster camps. This is something, you know, at decentish level play, even hotness level play, you really don't see a lot of.
Most definitely. Like, the way you position scout traps is very important. You don't actually use scout traps to do damage for the most part. You actually want to use them for vision control and being able to constantly find places where you can keep them up for a very
So we
long
have
time.
a fight. Here comes the gauntlet down. He's able to punt Merc into the wall. He's trapped now and is going to go down. Saw goes down as well. They turn on Guap and are able to chase him back under turret. The turret's not going to be able to respond in time. Wicked with a good sequence right there.
Most definitely. The ace coming out, Wicked fully heals up, and right now they're going to take down one turret. I don't think they can take the second one, but this one's definitely going down. So that basically will bring the gold lead to 3.8k on the blue side, and it's going to be about 7,000 on the red. So a pretty big difference right there. Yep, right there you see 7.5 thousand coming out.
Okay, so what does Vertigo have to do right now to try to turn this around?
So right now, honestly, I think Vertigo has the better late game team composition. They have Saw, they have Arden, they have Vox. And that really means that if they can hold out until late game, the Glaive won't be able to do too much. As soon as Saw gets a reflex block, as soon as Vox gets a reflex block, he's not going to be able to continuously push people out of position. So, and with the short range of Vox on Team Wicked, they're not going to be able to close in onto the Saw.
And for the people saying that this match may be over already, that Sunday match at PAX was 8 kills up. Your team was 8 kills up, I believe. Before
or
that
down,
turn.
even. We were 8 kills down. That was a rough game.
Oh, I mean, that's right. You were 8 kills down and came all the way back.
Yep.
So
you never know. Team comp really makes a big difference. So right here you do see Vertigo, they can definitely hold on. And do they see Wicked coming?
So
They
Glaive
do.
has been successful kind of initiating these fights, able to knock someone out of position. So a Vanguard on Glaive gets him in position to knock Guap back. They're going to be able to get another kill despite the wait for it. That's not going to be enough. Merc trying to escape. Arden goes in with an excellent gauntlet. And he dies as he goes into the wall. Follow up, and that is a wreck right there.
Yeah, so right now, I think things are looking pretty grim for Team Vertigo. However, if they can hold out, you know, if they can hold out to maybe the 15 or 16 minute mark, they still have a chance.
Okay, so taking down another turret. They have a minion wave. At least the Vox, at least Drizzy looking to press on the next turret. Here comes Merc. He's going to get some hits off there with Sonic Zoom and with the Resonance bouncing basic attacks.
And right here you see Absolute Zero and Loose Keys just, you know, clearing out the jungle a little bit more.
Taking
just
more
denying
jungle
more
farm,
and more gold.
getting that minion mine, which you want to help push.
Oh, they go in with the gauntlet. I don't think that's going to actually do anything.
Vertigo. So Guap able to succeed with that gauntlet and get a stun, but didn't really trigger a fight. But they're trying to make something happen now.
Yeah, so one thing about taking the minion mines from Team Wicked is that this means the minions are going to constantly push. So unless Wicked can close out the game, they're actually feeding more gold onto Team Vertigo. So if Vertigo can hold on, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard to hold on, especially with such powerful frontliners such as Arden and Glaive. But if they do manage it, I can definitely see them making a comeback.
Okay, so we see Wicked has control over the gold mine area.
Yeah, gold mine actually just paid out, so there's not even too much range to defend there. And right here, you see Arden lose keys all the way back in their side of the jungle. It would be a 2v3 if Vertigo found them, but they have no idea, so it's just not going to happen.
And they haven't really had the flares to capitalize on situations like that.
Most definitely. Yeah, having flares, especially when you're behind, is really, really important. They're pretty inexpensive. They're just really good to have on you at all times, especially when there's a glaive on the enemy team, especially where there's an Arden with the gauntlet. You really want to be able to just keep track of where these engagements are coming from and just protect yourself from them.
Okay, so certainly not what Vertigo was hoping for in this first match. Is there anything we haven't talked about in terms of just what any member of Wicked is doing well in this match that people can take note of for when they play?
So one thing Wicked is doing really well right now is they're just finding really good times to engage with Glaive. Glaive just constantly pushes a very key member of Team Vertigo out of position, and it might just be inexperience with Vox, but Merc has been having a little bit of a tough time dashing out of things.
Lag.
We're lagging. Oh no, we are dropping frames. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get that fixed.
Would that have anything to do with them playing behind us?
Maybe. Alright, I think it's done lagging. Frames have stopped dropping, so things should be better in just a moment. Sorry about that. Our internet's a little bit spotty sometimes.
We are in a really old Oddfellows Lodge, and all sorts of crazy things happen.
Yep,
So we'll keep an eye on that.
Guap went with the gauntlet, but nothing to get out of it. Oh, Wicked Keys goes in, and they're done. They are done. There's nothing they can do here.
People still, all right, so okay, fixed. All right, that's what I was looking for. Some people saying it's better now. We had some super evil crew playing a game behind us, which kind of with this crazy old building may have done something funky there. But
them internets.
But Z can't kick them out.
Be gone. Alrighty, so right here it's 0-11. Things are looking really, really grim for Team Vertigo, but. The last two turrets, they might be able to hold on, but honestly, I think at this point, I don't have too much hope for them.
All right. Well, there's always next match.
So there's one thing to talk about, though. Look at all these scout traps. Every single time Wicked advances, they drop scout traps. Look at this. It's flooded. They're everywhere. There's two in this bush. There's one up here, one over here. Anywhere Vertigo goes, they're going to run to a scout trap. And that's what you want to do. If you can constantly see where your opponents are, you'll always make the right choice.
More lag comments.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do about this. This is really unfortunate. It's basically frames are dropping because our internet's having a little bit of a rough time.
All right. We'll do what we can. It seems like there's an internet issue in this building right now.
That is unfortunate. I'm plugged in and everything. Sad times. Alrighty. In any case.
Here, I'll go look into that. Why don't you wrap this up and I'll see.
Sounds good. Alright, so Kraken was taken by Team Wicked, and that means they're pretty much trying to end the game at this point. I don't really think there's too much Team Vertigo can do about that. They're trying to minion clear as fast as possible. And when you do take Kraken, minions completely stop spawning, so there's nothing too much to worry about from Team Wicked. If they were able to take advantage of this Kraken to end the game, then that's really, really good for them. I don't really think that Team Vertigo has the damage to hold them off. So you actually see them they all pick up weapon infusions. Look at that. 2 weapon infusions and a crystal infusion on the side of Team Vertigo. Can they hold off here? Right here, this is where the fight goes crazy. So Absolute Zero taking a ton of damage. Does he go down? He does not. Kraken is taking a lot of damage. Wicked Drizzy is going in. However, he's unable to take down anyone, and Kraken is just wailing on these turrets. Right now, it's down to half health, and I think the Kraken's actually gonna die before he kills any turrets, or maybe not. It's really iffy. Oh man, this is intense. Let's see. Will it manage it? One more shot? It does not. So Kraken actually takes 0 turrets. That's actually a pretty big boost inside of Team Vertigo.
So that's some gold for Vertigo.
It would be gold for Vertigo. However, they picked up 3 infusions. So 1,500 gold completely spent on consumables that last 3 minutes. But that does mean that those 3 minutes are this is going to be a big, big power spike for Team Vertigo.
All right. We'll see if they can do anything with it.
Alrighty, Absolute X0.
They got a kill in my absence.
They did. Evan, you were just holding them back.
Yes. I'm so sorry, Vertigo. My presence has has hurt you.
Yeah, so right here, Wicked Drizzy with the very heavy Crystal Build. He has a Shadow Glass, he has the Eve of Harvest and the Clockwork. He's going to be doing a lot of damage with Wait For It, and he does have it maxed out, so it's probably on about a 20-second cooldown with the Clockwork. He's going to be hurting super, super hard. Right here, I don't know. I think Wicked might just have to wait for the next Kraken. I'm not sure if they can actually push this to a victory while Vertigo's holding off at their turrets.
All right, you see Drizzy with Resonance there.
Oh,
he looks for
whiff.
Wait For It, but he does not hit anything.
Yeah, so right here, this is where it becomes hard for Wicked. This is where it becomes extremely difficult for them to push in. They have one range character who is Vox, and Vox has very, very short range. And it's going to be extremely hard for them to just hit this turret at all with Merc and Josh on two range characters.
Okay, so as we have a little bit of a lull in the action, for match 2, how does Vertigo regroup and have a competitive showing in match 2?
Well, the question is, maybe Drizzy just has more practice on Vox than Merc did, you know?
That's possible.
Sometimes, you know, he hasn't had a chance to play it, or they've been practicing other team comps. So maybe when we don't have Vox next game, they're going to be kicking butt.
All right, so
I, for one, am super excited to see a best of 3. So I'm hoping that Vertigo makes a comeback, or even this game. I think Vertigo can still win this game. With the Kraken down, they have a few minutes to regroup, pick up more gold, pick up more items, and potentially just outscale Team Wicked. And you do see Josh. He does have 2 Tyrant Monocles on Saw. That is completely terrifying. If he manages to hit for just a few minutes or for a few seconds, he can do extremely high amounts of damage to the side of Team Wicked.
For the people asking, we will be giving away ice after this match and after every match today. Yes, that is a train in the background. We deal with that all day long. So here comes Wicked for a final push. Guap able to drop down the gauntlet and trap the Glaive, who blood songs in and just goes in. So you see there is the Wicked's gauntlet. A Crucible blocks that. Arden goes down. It is now 2v3. This is not going to be good. So some turret aggro, but they're able to just go in now. Tank the rest of that turret. Glaive with a punt. Pushes back Merc. You see the Resonance Pain go out.
So this is still where it becomes hard. They have 2 ranged characters up on Team Vertigo. Oh, there goes Wait For It. That does a ton of damage. That actually might be the end of the game. So they actually do manage to take the turret down, and that will probably be game. I don't think there's any way Vertigo can come back from this. Oh my gosh, Absolute Zero taking a huge amount of damage. Come on, Merc, why didn't you hit him? He was so dead. Good try, though, good try.
Right. So, GG.
So Team Wicked takes game 1.
Wicked with a statement here.
Let's see, will Vertigo make a comeback?
So the very first time we did this, it was, we had Invincible Armada out of Korea against Nemesis. Nemesis was able to take both of those matches, and here we'll see if Wicked can go 2-0, maybe setting up a future encounter.
So let's look at this. Look at the CS counts. Across the board, Wicked just has higher counts in every single category. Guap versus Wicked Keys, 19 and 23, not a huge difference. Josh versus Drizzy, about a 10 CS difference. But Merc versus Absolute Zero, that's where the big difference comes in. Absolute Zero has a 36 creep score advantage. That amounts to so much gold on his side that's really where it became overwhelming for Team Vertigo.
All right, I'm gonna do some ice. They can go ahead and get match 2 ready.
Most definitely. And right here, you can actually see at the end of the score screen, you can see those little weapon infusions, little crystal infusions. Pretty useful.
And you can use them without having to sell an item now.
Most definitely.
You can use and consume. All right, I'm gonna do ice while you get things ready. And if there's time left in the broadcast, we will do viewer games. And we'll also be hosting autocorrect after this stream is over, and he'll have ice to give away as well. So you should definitely tune in to see him. All right. This MooBot is so crazy. This Twitch plugin. Look who it rolled out of everyone. This is crazy. It actually.
Hey, he's supporting his team.
I wish I could show the screen right now. Out of everyone, out of the 1,000+ viewers watching, the random rolled Wicked Godspeed, who is the founder of Team Wicked. That does not portend good things for Vertigo, I don't think, in match 2. I'm going to do 3 more winners after this, because that just seems wrong to give the ice to a member of one of the teams that's playing. But Wicked Godspeed, you do win 1,000 ice. So congratulations to the founder of Team Wicked. That just is like kind of insult to injury right there on match 1.
I'm
Wicked
trying to get...
Godspeed, the first ice winner. Second winner, Rastaman B is a winner of 1,000 ice. That is just so weird. We've had the weirdest winners out of this thing.
Yep, right here I am trying to get the next game set up.
There is a goat in the machine.
We're going to get a sub in, apparently.
All right.
So Merc is subbing out for Slicey.
Okay, so looking to switch things up a little bit. Not a bad decision, kind of the way things went. And the next ice winner, Norcool, is a winner of 1,000 ice. Congratulations, Norcool. Typing it in chat. And let's do one more here. One more winner, because Wicked Godspeed
there we go.
cannot be it. And that is UDM Palo 76 is a winner of 1,000 ice. Congratulations, is a winner. All right, I'm going to do a quick recap of the winners so far.
All right, so we're good to go with match 2. I'm going to swap the teams to the other side. Here we go.
Winners recap. That's a good idea.
Let's do that.
Winners recap so far. If you do win ice, it's completely random. Make sure you are following the channel. Hit that button and follow the channel. That is the important thing to be eligible to win ice. If you are following the channel, you can win ice. And so if you do win ice, just send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch and let us know your player name. Your Vainglory player name. If you can't figure out how to do that, just send an email to support@superevilmegacorp.com.
All right, so let's hop into this next match. I'm going to hit the private match button. Boom. Let's get going. So right here, we do have Drizzy, Keys, Absolute X0 yet again, and Vertigo on the side of Vertigo. Josh, Slicey, and Guap.
All right.
With Saw, Koska, and Adagio versus Celeste, Arden, and Jewel. So we're seeing a Jewel high tier play. This is really exciting.
So now, do you think this is just trying to throw them a curveball, something they wouldn't expect, or
I crashed.
as a spectator, the match should still be going on?
Yep, we're still getting in. No worries. We'll get in just a moment. Give it just a second.
All right,
just fine.
We'll see. I'm not going to say anything until you're actually in.
All right, I'm going to the big cam. Don't mind me. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Okay, I'm actually in now.
All right, so one thing that's nice, obviously, if something unexpected happens, and I'm sure the QA team is already looking at that, that you can just hop right back into the match. And for all the people who have maybe said in the past that their batteries ran out while they were playing, you can even switch devices mid-match, which is really fantastic.
So right here, we see Slicey dropping in a scout trap on the middle of the map, so nothing too much to say.
So we see the early Oakheart, which was the Tanksha meta from 1.2, still quite good, still quite relevant. What do you think about the kind of early health start with Koska?
I personally think it's actually quite strong because we did buff her base stats a little bit, so she's actually pretty tanky at level 1. However, it's not quite as effective as it was before. Having the early reflex block, you lose quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, so here we go. We're going to do ice after every match. We have a Celeste now in lane against a Saw, and what I was trying to ask you before, do you think this is like throwing a curveball with the Jewel, or is this Wicked kind of throwing it in their face a little bit, like we can beat you with a Jewel? And I do want to say, this is one of the things that I can reveal today. Surprise Birthday has confirmed Jewel will receive a buff in update 1.4, and in my opinion, a much needed buff.
Oh yeah, well honestly, I've been playing Jewel quite a bit recently, and she's been pretty good to me. Like, I've been kicking some serious butt, so I honestly think Jewel is quite good, especially, you see Vertigo does have a Saw, so that means Saw, he uses Suppressing Fire, he's pretty much a sitting duck. So that basically means this really limits what.
All right, here comes Slicey in with Koska, able to get a couple hits on the Jewel. Absolute Zero just backs away. But turning her back on the Jewel, on the Koska, not necessarily what you want to do in terms of Jewel's heroic perk there.
Most definitely. Jewel's heroic perk, if you're hit by the front or the side, you take a little bit less damage. So not really taking advantage of that too much. This is actually quite interesting. Jewel started with a little bit of shielding as her first item. I'm not sure I agree with that. I'm not sure why she did that, actually. It's quite confusing. I guess it could be used to counter Adagio and Koska a little, but those two rely pretty heavily on auto attacks too, so it's quite surprising to see.
All right, we'll see what Absolute Zero has up his sleeve.
Right here, Vertigo
Slicey getting
jumped
caught.
on.
Here comes in the Jewel with the rocket leap, closing some distance. A Thunder Strike goes out. A Scout Trap goes off, nailing Wicked Keys. Here comes all 3 members of Vertigo in. Absolute Zero poking with Thunder Strike. Slicey able to get damage in on Keys.
Ooh.
And here comes Slicey playing very aggressively, going toward the Arden. That's not going to work out for her.
So right here, Drizzy is actually super low on
Going in
energy.
with a Pouncy Fun. Wicked is in trouble, and he will go down. You see the Celeste.
Suppressing fire.
Excellent suppressing fire, and Drizzy is not going to get out of this. So, all right, so Slicey coming off the bench, bringing a Koska with him, or her, I don't actually know, and making an early difference here.
Most definitely. Picking up 2 kills already with the 14 CS, highest in the game right now. Oh, not highest in the game. Celeste actually has 16, so, but doing very, very well for himself or herself.
All right, so for the people thinking that match 2 would be over before it started based upon match 1, not necessarily the case here. So we'll see what
Absolute
happens.
X0 like hiding on the enemy side of jungle, just taking camps.
He's super deep. And if this works out for him, this is bad for Wicked.
This could be bad. No, Wicked.
Oh, they're
he might
blue
be
now. I'm
going-
sorry. Bad for Vertigo.
Yeah, he might be. No, I guess
You messed
not.
up my brain when you switched the colors on me there for match 2, but it was good because the maps are aren't completely the same on each
Right.
side, and so it is good to switch it up for match 2.
Most definitely. And Wicked Keys just killing a few camps as Arden with the 3 CS. You don't really need too much on him. Same with Guap, 1 CS on the Adagio. They're mostly just looking for, early bits of black screen. Whoa.
Lag.
Well, we're dropping frames again. This is just the internet. There's nothing I can do about this, unfortunately.
All right, sorry guys. We will, look into this for the future, but at the end of the day, we're in a really old building and crazy stuff happens. So Slicey going in deep. He ends up getting core collapse, which is going to be just enough of a peel for Drizzy to get away. She is going to. So you see Drizzy trying to. Lob those stars, in and harass and poke as much as she can, but she's running into a little trouble with a rotating Koska. Koska going in, catching Slicey, or catching Wicked Keys, who was trying to shop. And so the biggest difference early on in this game is the aggressiveness of Slicey's Koska play, taking it right to Team Wicked and trying to kind of change the tone and the tenor of match 2.
Most definitely. However, one thing that Team Wicked is doing very well is that they are taking advantage of the Iron Guard contract on the Arden. And this is actually leading to Team Wicked having much more gold than Team Vertigo. Like, they are up 500, 600 gold, even though they are, they're 0 and 2.
Okay. Saw cleaning up some lane farm. Slicey hanging out in that jungle brush again, looking to make things happen.
So I'm actually very excited to see what Jewel goes to build. I'm thinking, like, if I were playing Jewel, I'd be going Aftershock, I'd be going from Shiver Steel. So I think she actually might be going the same build. Or in an early.
What do you like about that build?
So the thing about Aftershock is Jewel can use her Thunderstrike so often that you're basically Aftershocking as soon as it's up every single time. And right here, a team fight goes on.
Here's an engage. So in with the Pouncy Fun, a core collapse goes off. There's a rocket leap. Slicey forced to retreat. Is not going to be able to get away as Slicey goes down from that Thunderstrike. And now taking a little bit of extra jungle farm.
Ooh.
A Solar Storm goes out and completely crushes Josh, who now is not going to be able to engage. He roadie runs to safe distance just in case they might come after him. Guap closing in the Adagio with Arden lurking in the brush. And he's going to be seen, and he smartly backs away. There comes up a flare, so they know where Team Wicked is.
Here we go. This is what I wanted to see last game from Team Vertigo. Being able to see where they are with the flares. This is actually really, really important. Keeping track of where your opponents are after they manage to take over your jungle is really, really good.
And you see the scout traps on both sides of the gold mine pit there. Excellent for objective vision. I can't quite tell if those scout traps can see each other from that range. Maybe not.
Even if they could, I feel like it's a bit of a risk to go and clear it, because if you go and clear the scout traps, you're giving away where your position is, and you really don't want to do that.
For Lifegiver and the other people asking, we do have one more kind of important confirmation that we can make about the real 1.4 that we'll do after this match, and I think it'll be pretty exciting for players.
So right here, Vertigo being pressured pretty hard. Drizzy is kind of dominating this lane. He's up 9 CS, and it's very difficult for Saw to get CS against Celeste, because every time he starts shooting, every time he starts getting the spin up going, he starts to walk slower and slower, and Celeste is just able to punish him for that.
So, Of Mice and Men is saying...
Oh, Vertigo going in, Slicey.
There you go. You see a Yummy Catnip Frenzy. Vertigo, so Josh in with the suppressing fire. Oh my goodness, Jewel lands right on his head, and then big red button just cleans up. The fight continues as Slicey takes it to Wicked Keys, forced to back away as she senses she could go down from Celeste.
Celeste, ult coming up in 3 seconds. Will he have it up in time? He's gonna try. There's no way.
No.
It's just like
already gone.
creeping along.
It's a good try.
This is kind of cute.
It's a good try. I did want to ask you this question from Of Mice and Men. I keep hearing that Arden and Jewel are pretty low-tier champions. I completely disagree about Arden, by the way. But people are saying that Wicked has the better comp. Could you explain?
I definitely think Wicked has better comp. So what happens with Vertigo's comp is that they're relying heavily on both, Adagio and Koska to get those stuns off. However, there's an Arden, there's a Jewel, there's a Celeste on Team Wicked who basically have chain stuns. So if Jewel lands any stun on anyone, Celeste follows it up, Arden locks them in with the gauntlet, and everyone's going to die.
Yep, so a rocket leap followed by a core collapse with a gauntlet going down.
However, if Vertigo gets a little bit of an advantage, they can completely run over Wicked. So if Vertigo picks off one person...
oh, you're just hovering.
Oh, no,
your
I'm
mouse
just
over.
hovering things. Don't worry about it. I got this, Evan. I got this.
They're making fun of you for calling me Evan and not Playoff Beard in this, or making fun of me rather. But
all right, don't worry, Playoff Beard. Don't worry. Alrighty, so right here we see Vertigo. They're walking down as 3. This is kind of confusing. I'm not really sure what they're up to. They do see Wicked coming up behind them, and Wicked does have all their ultimates at this point.
All right, there's a scout trap going off. Slicey goes straight in with a pouncy fun and a twirly death. You see the suppressing fire come out. The pushback from the rocket leap. Wicked Key's staying on Josh, but he's not getting the better of that exchange, and he's going to go down. Meanwhile, Slicey getting the worst of the and an amazing mid-range button takes him out blind across the wall. Absolute Zero now trying to flee, not give up the kill to Adagio, and he might be able to survive Guap. Guap getting in one more poke prevents him from recalling. Here comes Josh. He tries to leap right over, but gets taken out in mid-flight. Jewel is not Taka, can take damage in mid-flight, and you see it right there.
So right there, you saw a combo coming out from Team Wicked with the Arden Gauntlet and the Jewel pushback. However, Vertigo, that was fantastic. So what happened was Koska was able to get onto Celeste, and Celeste had nothing to do after she burned her core collapse. So she used her core collapse early on to get the early stuns on the fight. Will she steal us? No, there's no way. She used her core collapse, and Guap, pay attention, Guap! The minion! Oh, he's okay. Oh, is he?
It's a reflex block. Celeste with the boot sprint. And
wow,
that was a heliogenesis. So some really nice blind attacks. And we
Slicey
see
going for a run. He'll be fine. He'll be just fine.
Arden with a blood for blood on Slicey, but it's not enough. A little bit of poke with heliogenesis.
That was fantastic. So, Drizzy catching Guap out just a little bit too far. And right here, it's 4-5. The gold difference is only 1.4 thousand. That's almost nothing.
For the people asking, we're awarding 3,000 ice after every match. That ice will get awarded tonight. Basically, after I stop doing other things, then I will go give people their ice, so long as they have sent a private message to Vainglory on Twitch.
Most definitely.
So a much better game in match 2. A substitution with Slicey coming in as Koska. Some really different team comps, and entertaining so far.
They see him. They have
Guap
the
looking
flare.
to make something happen. A heliogenesis comes down. There goes Slicey, able to hit everyone with Twirly Death, but no longer tankiness from Blood Rush there. So a rocket leap comes down on Josh, who is not going to be able to get away despite a crucible. I sense the death is imminent.
Okay.
Oh, there's the roadie run. He does get away. Excuse me. Excuse me right there. But something you notice right there, Koska players have to factor in that they get 0 armor and shield now from Blood Rush, from that heroic perk. And so when you go in, you are not a bruiser unless you're going full Tanksha now. You're just not going to be able to stick in there and survive. And you saw Koska went in, and then she twirly deathed, and then she melted. So Koska's original intent as an assassin, get in and get out. Do some damage, maybe lock someone down for your allies, and then get out of the fray, look for another opportunity to pounce in. I'm hoping we see more of that style of play out of Koska after the changes in Update 1.3.
Most definitely. So right here, we're actually seeing the experience changes come into play a little bit. So Team Vertigo is a little bit behind. Guap is actually level 7, so that's a little bit rough on him. However, he's going to be able to catch up much quicker than he would otherwise in the previous patch. And right here you see Vertigo grouping up, trying to make something happen.
All right, Celeste might get caught out here, but there is a mine triggered, so now they know where they are.
I love how there's these two mines just sitting in the middle here.
Yes. So for people just taking note at how much vision factors into matches like this, willing to spend the money on the mines to make sure they have a sense of where the enemy is. I got to get used to on spectator mode, like which team has the green mines and which team has the red mines, so I actually understand like who has vision of what.
Most definitely. So right here, Vertigo, not in too bad position. They haven't lost the turret yet, and Wicked has actually.
All right, Absolute Zero getting caught with the Yummy Catnip Frenzy. Here comes a Gauntlet, which is going to get 2 of the 3 members in. A Rocket Leap lands on a Crucible. A big red button is going to eliminate Josh with 1 hit. Slicey is getting the worst of this exchange. There's a slow traveling Celeste basic attack, and he's able to recall. I thought he went down for a second, but Adagio there with a gift of a heal able to keep him alive.
Most definitely. And right here, that's questionable. I don't agree with that ultimate right there.
Guap trying to protect his turret with a Verse of Judgment, but it just completely whiffs. Probably the wrong decision. He's going to give up the turret to make sure he doesn't get killed.
So right here, it's up to Wicked to take this gold mine. Vertigo has it for another about 45 seconds, and if they can hold on to this, that'll basically make the gold from the turret negated. But it's going to be tough. Wicked just showed that they can win a team fight, and right here, it could be pretty difficult, especially with the Dodger burning his Burst of Judgment.
What do you want to see in the next team fight? Who do you want to see initiate in order for one of these teams to get the better of the fight?
So I'm expecting Wicked to do most of the initiating. Like, Koska's been jumping in first every single time, but it's rough because she jumps in and she just gets popped instantly.
Yeah.
She has 2 reflex blocks, and even that's not enough. Like, there's so much crowd control on the side of Team Wicked that they're just able to. Oh, 1 reflex block? Okay, that's fine. We'll miss 1 stun. Oh, we have another one and another one.
Yeah.
So it's just rough on her. I'm really looking forward to
there's a flare going up.
Like right now,
you get the sense that Wicked Keys is looking for a gauntlet, looking to separate the enemy team again. There's a Yummy Catnip Frenzy in on Drizzy. Here comes Jewel in. The suppressing fire is going to get the stacks, but isn't going to do much else. A Solar Storm goes mostly awry. You see Heliogenesis poking. Josh is in the worst position here and is going to go down to Wicked. Now it's 3v2.
I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Vertigo was not on the same page.
No, definitely not. That was a very kind of strange fight right there.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking they could have won that fight. Guap and Slicey both left Josh to die, and if they fought that, like, Josh did a lot of damage on his own. He almost took down Celeste. I think if the other 2 were there, they probably could have won that.
More lag.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, frames are dropping. It'll stop soon, so frames have stopped dropping. That means we're good to go.
All right, so Vainglory potentially ruining friendships here.
Yep.
As they leave Josh to die.
So right here, Slicey is actually, he's quite tanky, but he doesn't have any damage yet. This is the difference between the previous patch and this one. If you don't build some crystal on Koska, she doesn't hit like anything. And
we are sorry about the lag. We will do what we can to address this for the next live stream. To some degree, we're kind of victims of the space that we're in, but maybe we'll broadcast from somewhere else. Maybe we'll ask Twitch if we can broadcast from their headquarters or something in San Francisco, because obviously we don't want to do official streams and have you dealing with lag, so sorry about that.
So right here, I think one of the big differences in this game is how efficiently Wicked is getting creep score. Like, you see 60 on Drizzy, you see 70 on Absolute X0, and you see 42 and 55 coming out of the side of Vertigo. It's just, Wicked is just farming much better, and that's really factoring into the amount of gold that they have. Though I gotta say, 3,000 down, it's not too bad. We do have Kraken now. We have, they took the minion mine back. That's interesting. And right here, they're potentially looking for another fight, but I don't think Vertigo wants to take this one. Saw's not even there yet. They're cut off. This is dangerous.
So Saw is caught out, and you see the gauntlet going down. Rocket Leap coming in on Josh's head. Yummy Catnip Frenzy follows up, but you see the reflex blocks is flying. There's a Solar Storm and a Burst of Judgment going off at the same time. Wicked Keys, so Slicey able to get out before he gets hit by that Thunderstrike. Heliogenesis stars are flying around. A Rocket Leap traps Josh and Guap, and they are both going to go down. Slicey is going to be the only one to survive here. Backing up to the safety under turret. Another good exchange for Wicked.
Most definitely. And right there, you definitely saw how strong Wicked is right now. They're very tanky. They have Ardent, they have Jewel. Jewel's not particularly tanky, but look at her build. She has the Dragon Heart, she has an Aftershock. She's doing quite a bit of damage, and this is really see the power of Jewel. Like, I feel like Jewel is a very difficult character to master, but if you're playing her well and you're landing all of those rocket jumps or pushing people the direction you want them to go, she's extremely, extremely effective.
So there's a happy Wicked Godspeed in the chat. What has, really been the key to Wicked starting to take control of this game?
I think just from level 1, even though they got killed early on, they were able to farm well. They were able to take vision. Look at these. They just drop scout traps everywhere. They always know like what they want to do next. And right here, I actually think Vertigo might be wanting to look at this fight. Wicked is just hiding in this bush. Do they have another flare? They don't. Wicked Keys is...
So so there's a Solar Storm as an initiate, kind of Shinkaigen style, dropping the gauntlet, but a Crucible is going to protect Slicey, and they don't get anything out of that.
Yep, so just fine on Slicey right there. Wicked, that was pretty good. They're able to pressure Vertigo off of anything really, and just completely take control of the jungle some more. They're gonna drop more scout traps in here, but they're gonna have vision of the entire side of the Vertigo team, and taking this minion mine. I'm surprised they haven't taken it in their own yet, but I think they're gonna go take it pretty soon.
So Vertigo retreating now to the safety of their inner turrets, but they're gonna get caught in a position here where Wicked could go for Kraken, in which case Vertigo would be forced to respond.
But first, they have to get rid of the scout trap.
I know, it's true. It's true. I mean, they'll know, but even if you know that the enemy team is hovering near or potentially starting Kraken, you can't just be all the way by your inner turret and just seed that.
Most definitely. So right here, Vertigo is just trying to pick up as much farm as they can. This is interesting. Oh, I think Adagio actually got that. Oh, here it comes.
Well, Solar Storm.
Oh, doing nothing. So this potentially might be a good time for Vertigo to fight.
It
Ryan's
would.
ult is down. Celeste's ult is down, but they've started Kraken. Oh, this could be bad for Wicked.
I'm surprised right now. So Vertigo, so they're going to have to turn. They're going to take Kraken aggro during the fight. A big red button on Guop. Wicked Drizzy is in trouble. There's a burst of judgment that's only going to catch a little bit of Slicey. Absolute Zero in on Josh. They're going to be able to take him down. Slicey looked to finish Kraken, but instead it went Wicked's way, and that is going to be terrible. Terrible for Vertigo. Another well-timed rocket leap is going to end Slicey. So you can see how, when Jewel is played well, what a difference she can make in these fights.
Most definitely. So Jewel being played fantastically in this game with the Fountain, with the Aftershock, and a Dragonheart to back things up. She's quite tanky. She's doing a lot of damage, and she's going to potentially die to this turret. Oh, no, she doesn't.
Vanguard, always a nice thing to receive from a friend.
So I'm thinking this Kraken actually might end the game. Adagio's coming up, Saw's coming up, but they really need Koska for this one. The Aftershock to do damage to the Kraken is going to be really, really important. Adagio just doesn't do much right now. It's rough.
Not with that build.
Not with that build, indeed. But Saw can probably take this down eventually. Let's give him some time. What do you think?
You see the stutter stepping, doing what he can on the Kraken here.
Yeah, this turret's going down. There's no way. Unless Koska does like 1 million damage right now. Koska, what are you doing?
Koska is very sad.
Maybe she was sending like cheers to her friends.
I have no idea what that was about.
All right, so difference of 5,000 gold. No turrets taken down by Vertigo. So this is
maybe typing on Skype or something.
Maybe things are looking pretty rough, but I don't know.
Guardian Burst wants to know if there are any guides for Corpus on Vainglory Fire.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Uvo Andre might have written one.
I don't want to extend this anymore. Corpus, the Nightmare Goat, sadly, it breaks my heart, is April Fool's gag, and but maybe Corpus.
Or
will
maybe
return
that
one
was
day.
the April Fools. Maybe we're actually making Corpus.
That's too meta for me. That's too many layers. Too many layers right there.
So this is interesting. Wicked is just kind of camping here. I don't think they can get too much out of it. I don't think Vertigo has any intention of leaving their base.
Felix, when can he buy Vox with Glory? The answer is midnight Pacific time today.
So in
or
about
tomorrow, technically.
Yeah, so in 9 hours, give or take.
Yep.
Let's see. Do you think the people want to watch a third game?
No, I mean, if Wicked wins this, it's best 2 out of 3, and it's over.
This is true.
So Vertigo would have to have a comeback in order to force a game 3. We're going to stick with the 2 out of 3 format.
Sounds good. Alrighty, so Vertigo holding on at their last turret. Wicked just chilling. They're not really looking to do too much. I'm surprised they're not pushing in.
Well, they're on the official dev stream.
This is true.
Soaking up the moment.
I think Wicked might as well go take this last minion mine. They might just be weighing out another Kraken. I'm not really sure what they're waiting on though. Like, they can end the game. Like, if they throw out a Solar Storm, Celeste does a huge amount of damage right now, and I don't know.
So you're seeing my favorite Celeste build right there out of Wicked Drizzy, the double Shatterglass, the Clockwork, and the Reflex Block. Really, really enjoy that build.
Most definitely. And right here you see Celeste. I believe she just picked up, yeah, she picked up an infusion. She has 2 Shatter Glasses and an infusion. She is going to hit like a truck.
So maybe we'll see a Solar Storm initiate here to try to put Vertigo
I'm waiting for
out
it.
For good.
I am waiting for it. I think it might happen.
So keep an eye on Celeste. Keep an eye on Celeste, looking for that. So she tried to catch with a Core Collapse and didn't.
Oh, here it is.
There's a Gauntlet catching 2. There comes the Solar Storm. Guop is in trouble. Pushed back from the Jewel, and a big red button on Josh. The Crucible absorbs some of it, but not enough. Rody Run, he retreats to the Sanctuary to heal, but this turret is going to go down for it. There's another Rocket Leap. Slicey is done. Josh is in trouble now. He will make it to the turret. You see him trigger a weapon infusion, but it will not be enough. Heliogenesis going down on the Vein Crystal. All 3 members of Wicked banging on the crystal now. They turn on Josh, which is rude. You're going to get a thumbs down for that. And that is it. All right.
That is the game.
GG.
So right there, Wicked, in dominating fashion, takes the game from Team Vertigo.
All right, so Wicked Godspeed, he gets a win for his team, and he gets ice to boot. It is a good day to be a member of Team Wicked. I want to thank Josh, who is Burning Green on Twitch, and the whole Vertigo team, Merc, Slicey, Josh, Guop. Thank you guys all for participating today, along with Absolute Zero, Wicked Keys, and Wicked Drizzy. Just, this is only the beginning. I don't know if you want to go back to the,
I want to talk about these items a little bit.
Yeah, please do. But this is only the beginning. We're going to keep doing more of this. Tell us in the forums and on Twitter. I'm PlayoffBeardVG. He is Zekent. Tell us, who you want to see face each other. What battles you would like to see, and we'll do our best to get them in to future broadcasts.
Most definitely. And right here, you're looking at the builds. So, Jewel with the Fountain and the Aftershock. That actually means Jewel does some serious damage if she can get close to her target. And with the rocket jump, it's easy. She jumps in next to someone, even if they don't get stunned, you can still hit him a bit, hit him a few times, and do some pretty significant damage. Celeste going with double Shatter Glass is just doing such huge amounts of damage with her Solar Storm, with her Heliogenesis. I'm surprised that Team Vertigo didn't pick up more shield. So Arden, there's no weapon on Team on Team Blue. If there was some shielding, if there were Aegises built on Team Vertigo, they would have negated so much damage coming out from Wicked. They have 2 Crucibles. Like, Crucibles are great and all. They're good against Arden. However, if you're just dying to crystal damage, you might as well just get the Aegis. It helps so much. But that's fine. They did have better vision control this game. They were able to stall out the game just a little bit longer, ending it at 15-7, but it was still a rough time for them. And Wicked with a dominating performance.
All right, so the first winner of Ice this round, Jadic123J. Congratulations, you win 1,000 Ice. If you do win Ice, you have to send a private message to Vainglory on Twitch. So hit the profile page for Vainglory. It's like /profile, and hit the gear, hit the message button. Give us a private message that tells us your Vainglory player name so we can get you Ice. And if you're like, what did Beard just say? Don't worry about it. Just email support, and they'll take care of you if you need to.
Most definitely. So let's hop into some viewer games. Let me.
All right. What's your name in this? If people, so he gets so many freaking people. He's gonna pick randomly.
I will pick randomly.
A small chance of getting to play with Zekent in this game.
I am on ZKNT. I'm gonna wait a little bit to make sure my password doesn't get shown on stream.
Yeah. Do you want to have me spectate the game?
You can't. Oh, you can.
Like,
ooh.
I could take that and you could take my iPad.
Would you like to?
Yeah, are you down with that?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
All right. We're gonna keep doing more Ice. We're gonna get a viewer game set up here.
Here, I'll log out. You can log into Playoff Beard on this phone.
Okay.
And I will play over here.
We will do a switch.
Or actually, you can just reach over.
Yeah, that's no problem.
That makes sense.
All right, Mr. Payne 1167 is a winner of 1,000 Ice. Congratulations.
Alrighty, so those are some really exciting games. I would love to see some more battles between teams. I think they're super exciting. It's really fun to see the different playstyles come out, and Team Wicked just coming out on top this time.
All right, let me get you into this device.
All right.
It will sense my thumb.
Such magic. Technology is crazy.
It's kind of weird. All right, I am going to log out so you can log in as yourself.
Sounds
I
good.
will do the same
and
on the other device.
Log onto my phone.
All right, next winner, YNNIVTON, Winventon, is a winner of 1,000 ice. That's a lot of ice, my goodness. That is just so much ice. You are going to have to be able to cool things and unlock heroes. One more winner this round. MCB Maraman is a winner of 1,000 ice. We have more ice to come. Congratulations. Send a private message to... He doesn't want it. MCB Maraman is all set. He doesn't need the ice, so I'll do another winner.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting more friend requests than I can accept.
Oh, just turn off the thing.
No, I need to accept them all so I can invite random people.
Oh, but you know where the setting is,
All right,
right?
here we go. I'm going to start inviting random people.
All right, the Viet Funk.
I'm going to make a party.
The Viet Funk is a winner of 1,000
let's
ice.
get some
Thanks
invites
to
going on here.
Inviton
Boom.
not
Invite
needing
you,
it. All right,
invite
I need to
you.
log in.
Invite. No, I haven't played this guy so many times before. Invite this person and one more. I kind of want to invite Moobot, but maybe another time. Let's get Tactical in here.
Whatever you want.
Does she want to play with me? Maybe not. Let's get this person. All right, so waiting on 3 more players in this game. I need to invite.
All right,
Playoff
I'm
Beard,
in.
Huh? Playoff Beard, where you at?
I'm in and ready.
I found you.
Congratulations to all the winners. I am going to go
Accept
ahead
my
and
request.
you can accept your own request, buddy.
Wow. All right, so Devil Slayer not quite joining up. I'm gonna invite another
All right,
random
here's
person.
the winner recap so
Let's
far.
get this person in here. Let's do this. Alrighty, so this game's getting underway very, very soon. Let's start it. Private match, boom.
If Tactical's in this, we're probably going to see another Jewel, that's for sure.
I kind of want to play this guy, but it looks like WoW Crazy Guy's going for it, so maybe something else.
So that's Tactical Pinup Girl, has a great stream. It's Tactical Pinup on Twitch. People should check that out. When we're done today, we are going to host Autocorrect, who broadcasts in both English and Korean. He's got this cool K-pop video thing that he shows during the matches.
How'd I do that?
I don't know what you're doing, but you're crazy. Okay, we're going to have more ice after this. What did you do?
I think I found a bug.
You think or it could just
I'm
be,
not going to
or it could
talk
just be
about it.
lag in our system also. Why don't you just disband it and reform it?
Alright.
Yeah, just get out of there and go back in. So as you've already seen with the lag issues, we're having issues with the internet here. I would just exit out.
Sorry, team. I'm gonna restart this. I don't know who was in the party. Do you know who was in the party?
How would I know who's in the
You can
party?
hit party. Oh, it doesn't work. I'm so sorry to whoever was in that game.
Oh, that is just all sorts of rude. So this is what I will
Here,
promise.
you host the game.
Yeah, this is what I will promise though.
Wait, no, I have to host the game. I have all the people.
I-
Now I just feel bad.
This is what I will promise. I will go back and I will watch the replay of this broadcast. And if you were picked for the first match and now you're not going to get to play, we will find you and we will play a match with you.
This is true.
So
Things
that
are going
will happen.
crazy here. Well, I need to invite Playoff Beard. And this person. And
That's just rude.
yeah, now I just feel
Everyone
bad.
calls Zekent rude in the chat.
Well, I'm just gonna call the internet rude. Alrighty, let's invite this person, and I think I had this guy in my last game, so.
So OMG, it's VX. The ice winners are completely random. I have nothing to do with it. I just hit the button and it tells me who the winner was. So just gotta be lucky and win ice.
Pretty much. Aha, I got 3 other people in the last game, I think.
That's good.
I think.
You have some memories.
No, someone else has memory. I don't.
Now they're calling you rude.
I'm
As
sorry.
they should. Oh, so while he's breaking everything, let me tell you the other bit of news that we have for 1.4, which I think is...
This guy might have been in the game too. I think I got quite a few other people from
All right,
the
well,
previous game.
that's good. So really important, we have been talking, we were talking about spectator mode, and we were able to get the first form of spectator mode in this past update. What I can tell you officially now is that in 1.4, you will see the skin system.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be the whole thing, but you will basically have an understanding of what's going on, and unless things go wrong, you will be able to get skins.
I need to talk to Dante. I'm having an issue. I'll be right back. Remember the names! Write down the names!
Zekent is having a problem, but that's okay. In the meantime, let's see if anyone has any questions in the chat. I know what people want. Like, things are broken. When things are broken, they want more ice. So you can see George is gone, and he is gone to try to get help because all the things are breaking. But yeah, so skins in update 1.4. I'm going to do more ice, and if this doesn't work, we'll just do a normal match from Zekent's perspective, where we'll go back to the phone he was using before. All right, so let's do another ice winner. Next winner of ice, Lion Lover 1111, or actually 111 is a winner. Winner of ice. Congrats. Let me put it in the chat. It's so lonely here. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
All right, let's see.
All right, let's do more ice.
Is your iPad on the latest version?
Yeah.
That is very odd. I'm just gonna swap devices. Let's just go with that.
I
Did you
would-
remember all the people's?
I did a screenshot.
Sweet.
They don't like my iPad, which is fine.
I'm rejecting your iPad this
So
time.
yeah, I have all the names right here.
Great.
I will leave that there. And we will get that going in just a minute, but the end result of us breaking things is you get more ice. So the next winner of ice is...
All right, pass me that screenshot. Let's invite these peoples.
AK93M is a winner of 1,000 ice. Congratulations.
1 second, I turn off notifications.
And another winner. I know, right? Like Vangory MFM, like Zekent just left me here, and I was all alone, and it was sad. And I couldn't play a match even, so I couldn't do anything. And now just sitting here and on the air with all the people.
All right, we got
And it's very sad.
Genghis Khan.
All right. Tro VG is a winner. Is a winner of 1,000 ice. So those are the ice winners, extra ice winners so far. If you joined us late, let me recap for you. Boxes available with Glory starting at midnight. If you have been waiting to play on Android, we have added a boatload of additional devices. So go here for Android, because your device may be supported now, and all you really have to do is knock to get in the door, and someone will let you in the door, and then you're in the Android beta if you have a supported device.
I think I'm good.
I don't believe you, but...
You have to accept my invite.
Fine, I accept your invite. All right, you don't need this anymore.
I don't. All right. Round 3. Third time's a charm, right?
Clarification.
I'm good. All is well in the world.
All right, clarification on Koska. Her Blood Rush heroic perk, no armor and shielding. We know that there is an issue with minion candy, and that's kind of under review anyway, because it's a little odd that there's an item that basically just one hero in the Pantheon utilizes, but it's in the general shop. So maybe, we'll take a look at that. Confirmed by Surprise Birthday, Jewel will get a buff in the next update But she did pretty well just now. So, definitely viable, in the right hands.
I think I'm playing Jewel too, so I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
show you
play
guys how not to play Jewel.
All right. So I will go ahead and
So I'm not actually sure if I'm
spectate
laning or
this.
not. I might be laning. Am I laning?
All right, Genghis Khan, Zekent, and
No.
Landing Gamer, they are very happy, as you can see. Meanwhile, we have a Jewel, a Vox, and a Koska. Wow, Crazy Guy, Tactical Pinup, and Am Mercy. So you went head-to-head with Tactical Pinup. That's just very rude. All right, so early on, 3v2, Genghis Khan just stutter-stepping, and Landing taking the farm there. So I don't know, Kroll wants to go ham. He wants to go 3v1.
Alright, so I'm not going to lane. I was very confused. So in our hero select, we were deciding between roaming and laning on Saw. So I was thinking he might have considered going to the jungle, because Saw's actually a pretty good jungler. And right
When he goes to the assassin build, anyway.
Well, even then, I feel like he can farm up a storm.
So Genghis Khan calling off Kroll. He doesn't want to gank just yet, despite his name. Just wants to put some hurt on Wild Crazy Guy, pushing the Vox back, showing his early game strength. Yeah, this is just a good matchup for Saw, and he's showing what he can do. Oh, meanwhile, in the jungle,
Oh, hello
you gotta tell
there.
me when you're killing people down in the
I'm always
jungle.
killing people. What are you talking about?
I gotta get used to the spectator. So we see some thunder strikes out of Zekent, who is just gonna be evil all match long. You can see it here already, dropping a scout trap in case that fight migrates
Got
closer
it.
to him.
Mine. Mine and a mine. I dropped the scout trap.
Oh, wait, yours are green, right?
Mine are
you're
green.
blue. Because you're blue team.
This is true.
All right, they trigger it. They both take damage on that, so not a good moment there for Tactical Pinup. We have Genghis Khan. So Wow Crazy Guy with a Sonic Zoom and putting some hits on Genghis Khan with the Resonance. He's getting bullied. He's definitely getting bullied by an early Saw, so it's just interesting to see these lane matchups. There's the Sonic Zoom, a couple extra basic attacks on Genghis Khan. And we see that while Crazy Guy has started a Weapon Blade, so we're looking at potentially a Weapon Vox here, better against single targets, and Saw starting the old reliable Book of Eulogies. Never go wrong with that. Here comes Amaray looking for, there's the Pouncy Fun, in with a Twirly Death, and a Roadie Run for Genghis Khan to escape. So one thing I just want to note right there, I don't like engaging as Koska like that. She is mobile enough that you can run out and start with Twirly Death, and then close the gap with Pouncy Fun, and that will help you secure a kill. So now while Crazy Guy getting bullied out by Zekent, the thumbs go up. Meanwhile, so now Koshka's going to run straight long into the fray. This is not going to work out for her. She's forced to escape. A Sonic Zoom from Vox who's poking. Tactical Pinup making the same error here, coming in from a different angle, which is a hard way to fight. So we have Zekent now with the Thunder Strike, putting some hurt on. There's a suppressing fire, and Tactical Pinup is in trouble, but is able to retreat under turret.
I think my team is doing great. We're just like pressuring them out all over the place. So that's really what happens when you have a Saw versus the Vox in lane. Like, Saw just pressures so hard against
I
the
may go
Vox.
in and out of calling this because we already called the matches, and I want to make sure people in the chat get some love for their questions. So Albarde wants to know what was in, what we revealed about 1.4. What we revealed about 1.4 is you will see the skin system in 1.4, which is huge. I mean, maybe because we're not showing artwork or something, it might not feel as big, but that is big news because it is a lot that we are talking about, and you're going to start to see it coming into the game, which for me, super exciting. Really, just yet another phase of the game. So Tactical Pinup now putting some shots on Landing, who is forced to retreat. There's a good rocket leap and able to secure the kill. So a really nice moment there from Tactical Pinup, timing that rocket leap well. And I would say, I watch Tactical Pinup stream a lot. The one thing she does do very well is time and aim those rocket leaps to land on people and secure the stun. Now, but they're trying Goldmine, and Zekent is not going to allow this to happen. Watch him steal it.
Nope.
He doesn't steal it. All right, well, I gave you too much credit. There's a good rocket leap in from Zekent, who's able to secure the kill there. For the people asking about merch, so Fury has been working on merch. He's got kind of I don't know what you would call it, the phase 0.0 of the merch store done, where he himself can buy a super evil shirt. That does you absolutely no good, but it will come. So now Tactical Pinup going one-on-one with the same hero against a former Team Curse MOBA pro, which is a debatable strategy. In lane, we have a level 5. So Vox has been able to farm effectively using Resonance and getting those basic attacks off at least to get a level advantage here over Genghis Khan.
So I'm level 6.
I know you are. I know
Things
you
are great. I'm enjoying this.
I know you are.
And I'm actually going to take the minion mine right now because we do have a Saw versus the Vox in lane. This means we're going to push the lanes very, very hard. And even though we are giving them a little bit more gold, it doesn't matter if we take the turrets down very quickly.
All right, so I'm really enjoying, so landing game or playing Krull, I'm really enjoying the Krull buffs. If you haven't tried Krull in a while because he's been a little bit underpowered, he's been a little bit squishy, definitely give him another try. He can be built so many different ways. He can be built utility, full defense. You can go weapon on him with a tornado trigger and a bone saw, and that can feel really good focusing on your spectral smite. You can go triple clockwork and have your skills up all the time. There's a lot of different ways you can build Krull. Time to experiment. It's a really good time to get Krull back in the mix. So there's a wait for it, able to go in on Genghis Khan, but Wow Crazy forced to retreat. There's a big red button, almost takes out Wow Crazy guy. He's not going to be able to do much to fend off these two. He needs some help. He needs some support for someone to come up into lane now that it is virtually a 3v1. Here comes the Koska, but she's not as tanky as she used to be, having to retreat. Tactical Pinup going 1v3.
Questionable strategy there.
Yeah. Brian Glory, do you need a merch guy, envelope stuffer, looking to relocate? 100%, dude. All right, we'll talk after the stream. That sounds like a plan. So what else was revealed about 1.4? We revealed skins are coming in 1.4, and that Jewel is going to get a buff in 1.4, although she's doing all right. She's doing all right in this game. How often does Celeste Snipe steal a Kraken? It happens. It's pretty rare. I actually just posted on Twitter a video of it happening that was just really fun to watch. So you can look on YouTube or on Twitter and find some of those videos. Norcool, I can post the winners again, and I will also put the winners in the official forums as well. All right, thoughts?
So right now I'm 2-0-1. Things are going pretty well for our team. We're able to pressure really, really hard just because of the fact that Vox is not a good hero for clearing waves, and Saw is really, really good at pushing. So we're basically grouping up as a team of 3 and just shoving lanes, and there's not too much they can do about it. Right here, I'm going to go invade their minion mine, and I don't actually know if I can get this. This is probably a terrible idea. I'm totally okay. I'm totally not okay, but I totally am okay. I am running. Oh boy, I'm going to actually buy boots in the middle of this chase so I can actually run faster.
DamnMan22 wants to know if you have any thoughts on Brock Lesnar.
I got nothing.
Just trying to put you on the spot there.
Alrighty.
Returning to WWE.
Do we
All
need help here?
I'm not going to answer that question for you.
I'm not needing help here. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go farm more. I really like farming, as you can see. I have 40 CS.
Jawa 2002 wants to know what overclock means, which you hear in the Arden VO.
Overclocking your CPU?
Yes.
It's exactly that. You make it you push it to its limits, basically. Make it work a little bit harder.
Beyond its limits.
Yep, beyond its limits, and make it work harder, and potentially, you don't want to overclock too much because then it might actually just explode and die.
All right, well, crazy guys, stuck 1v3 here. Genghis with the stutter stepping, taking out the farm, a suppressing fire now, and a really well-timed big red button is crucibled, but he is going to get melted.
That was a little questionable. He went really, really aggro against 3 people with a couple stuns available to us, so a little bit risky on his end, and we're just taking down his turret. I don't really think there's too much they can do.
More broadcasters are invading. I'm enjoying this. I see Gibbs. He has a fantastic stream. I know Lady Wabish is celebrating 10,000 followers today. Obviously, we have Tactical Pinup in this game. Denomine, I notice he's had a little bit of broadcasting going on. Autocorrect after this. It's just really fun to see the broadcast community grow. So welcome everyone to the stream. There is another Rocket Leap. Anne-Marie, it's just I don't know if I feel like shot calling this. It's a little bit rough. 80 Endress is in the channel with his awesome BrokenMyth.net site. I'm sure there's a representative of Bane Shame around here. Rumbly Superset, he just put out a new video on Vox that's really fun.
I've made a huge mistake.
You died.
I did.
You died. That's good. I'm happy about that.
That's rude.
Brad, coming off of his victory today with Shatter the Vein podcast, is saying hello with an emote. I'm sure that the Fold podcast guys are lurking, and I will never forgive you for making Big Little a thing. Pernicious Viper, congratulations on winning Ice earlier, not today. Don't say you won Ice today. And yeah, Lady Wabish is here too. Odds is here. It's fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're having fun. We are showing minions beating on minions right now in the Eternal War as the turret is on fire. This is really what Vainglory is really all about. It's not about the heroes. It's about these minions that for some reason spawn from the Vein Crystal and demand that they go head to head. There you see a wait for it coming in, the resonance on Genghis, but there is a Hellraiser sword catching Wild Crazy Guy. He backs away. Yeah, that happened. Okay, how many skins will be released in 1.4? I can't reveal it yet, but it will be substantial. It will be substantial. Playoff Beard is happy that Zekent is dead. Very, very much, because it doesn't happen all the time.
Very rude. I'm
very happy when Zekent dies. There's a big red button that's just doing all sorts of melty things. Krull goes Hardic as a Mother Fuji, and Tactical does go down. And there goes Koska as well. So a pretty nice time for Zekent here, even though he's going to die, which makes me happy. But yeah. It's up to 6-5, even though there's, I mean, yes, it's 6-5, but it's also about turrets. It's also about map domination. So NWK Medic, we're aware of the situation with Minion Candy, and that is just a thing right now. Oh wait, Lady Wabish, message deleted, can't post things. Hold on, I will fix that. I don't know why that was a thing. All right, you should be okay now. If not, too bad.
Wild Crazy Guy is doing some work. Let's see if I can stop him.
Nemesis Dormu wants to know when 1.4 is coming out. Dude, that is just rude. All right, hold on, Lol Gibbs. Your stuff is getting deleted too. I will take care of that. We just did 1.3, dude. I haven't even slept yet. This is another fight that is going to go blue team's way. So 1.4, not yet, dude. Not yet. We're working on it. Everyone's messages are deleted. Why is everyone's messages deleted? If Ed the Shred or anyone happens to be in chat, please help with the situation of people getting banned. Because I am pseudo spectating and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. There will be more ice after this match. Everyone's message. Oh, are they just trolling me now, or are they just typing message deleted?
Maybe they're trolling.
All right, they're getting me back for Corpus. Yeah, that is fair, because I did write the Corpus kit. Okay, there is a Thunderstrike. Wait for it in. Wow, Crazy Guy looking for a moment. Shin Kaigen telling me over Skype that I'm getting trolled. Thank you, but you're too late. A big red button in. This is like the lounge shout casting
Things are looking
for
good
the
for
casual game, the casual viewer match.
Oh no, we got
there's an ace. I like this. Keep this up. Make Zekent pay for his overconfidence. My phone is just going off right now. My God.
You should make it stop doing that.
I don't know how. It's on silence theoretically. There goes a gold mine. So Zekent, with his usual problem of overconfidence, getting him in trouble, and now he's gonna go down.
Don't worry
and
about
he's gonna lose.
Nah.
And
nonsense.
I can't believe they trolled me on the message deleted, but I got what was coming to me. All right, another big red button hits a Wild Crazy Guy. He is gonna prance back and forth like a pony. Meanwhile, the action is in the form of a shank that annihilates Tactical Pinup. I'm so sorry for you and your former life. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Genghis Khan, he's been confident all match long, just kind of doing his thing, and now he's at full spin up, walking in slower than dirt.
That is the life of a saw right there.
It is the life of a saw. He is slower than dirt. Jawa, I can't tell you the details on the skin system yet because Kraken and Tachizi would would wrench out my soul and feed it to the Kraken. But there will be skin system stuff in 1.4, which will be exciting.
Such excitement.
If there is anyone from our team that is listening over on the other side of the rooms, they may have gotten off because of our internet problems. But if there is and anyone wants to come say hi on the stream, feel free to come over from the other room and say hi.
I swear we're friendly. We won't fight you if you come in
You
here.
left me all alone. I can't remember ever being so lonely on a Friday here at the lair.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, there's Resonance going in on Orange team, but it doesn't work out so well. It doesn't really work out so well. Blizzy Denna, I think, is kidding when he says, is this on a computer? But just in case you're not, this is 100% mobile, iOS and now Android, which is in beta. You can download it for free. There are always 6 heroes in the free hero rotation at any time, so you can play for free, you can download for free, and then there are 2 ways to permanently unlock heroes. One is with Glory, which is what you earn through playing matches, and the other is Ice if you want to spend real money and support Super Evil.
This is an interesting saw build. The double Serpent's Mask. I like it. Uh-oh.
There comes a Rocket League pushing Zken back to the safety of his turret, so he'll say thank you.
Thank you.
Shred is love, shred is life. This is true. This is true. I see that Hardik is here representing Team Nemesis. Might have to take on Wicked now in the future. Don John is here. He has a fantastic channel.
That he does.
There are no confirmed names for the skins yet, Don John. Who's here? I hear people. Come say hi if you're in the kitchen.
Oh no, I missed.
Allied hero killed.
Well, I'll fight.
Whoever is in the kitchen, I demand you come say hi. All right. Koska going in, but Genghis Khan with the spin-up stacks able to take care of that. Here comes George. 1v2, he doesn't
I
care.
can't even hit him. He's too fast. Ugh.
He leaps to his death.
Such sadness.
Who has joined us?
This is John.
What's your player name?
That's a good question.
I have many.
What's your official dev player name?
Bob.
Character creator.
Character creator. Hello. What do you do for Super Evil?
Oh, I am making the character models for the game.
And they look so good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
That
you,
they do.
character creator.
What a
Man,
tough
cool
game.
dude, cool dude. That is just rude. Have you seen this guy deleted? Oh wait,
Hello.
it's Evil Fan.
You summoned people. Good job.
You
Hey,
wanted me to say hi?
They
I'm
want
I do
to see
want
you
you
on
to say
camera.
hi. No,
Oh,
There's
can't
no
see
I'm
camera.
any
waiting
of
on
us.
the camera, but it's okay.
None of us can be seen. Can you tell us about the things?
The things are wonderful. They are
We would like an
green.
update on those things, if you would be so kind.
The thing is that the thing is the thing.
You're going to Japan or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
We haven't mentioned that yet today. Tell us about that.
Well, a few of us are
There's a
going-
wait for it. In comes Wild Crazy Guy.
Oh, wow.
There's a big red button the other way. You can talk about Japan. It's
Yeah,
fine.
they
This
really-
is a casual game.
They really
Oh,
liked
no.
you being distracted right there, didn't they? They just
Oh, no.
slayed you.
I have died.
George, watch out, watch out.
The sweet Finnish sounds of Evil Finn will lure Zken into a false sense of security.
I know. I was so easily lured.
Oh no.
It is hypnotic. Can you say something in Finnish or
I
give
can
us a Finnish
say-
saying?
I can give you a Finnish saying. I actually just remembered one old one, which is
You're not on camera, unfortunately.
there's actually a few different ones, but one that I was thinking about today, ei sylje kuppiin, which means that you don't spit into the cup, which means that you are someone who finishes their drink.
You don't spit into the cup.
You don't spit into the cup.
I don't know if anyone saw the Jimmy Kimmel
Such
April
insight.
Fool's thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that Donkey Bridge is a thing now. We have people remembering last week
Donkey Bridge.
with hashtag
yeah.
Donkey Bridge.
Donkey Bridge. Yep. That's how we say segue into something.
That's
We
amazing.
have a
Everyone
Donkey
is going to
Bridge.
recall. It is incredibly exciting. All right, so can you tell us about Japan?
Japan. Yeah. So a few of us are going to Tokyo.
Why am I not invited?
You're too important, and we need you over here for the stream.
That's a good save and total BS.
So Bo, aka Nansen, and Ed the Shred, Kind Coffee, and myself will be in Japan. We're doing an event there on Wednesday, so that would be Tuesday night time over here in the States.
That was confusing.
Well, in Tokyo, it will be on Wednesday, starting at 3 p.m. in the Shibuya district. We're doing the first ever matches in Japan.
Shoutcasted, right?
Correct, by Stan Smith, who is a local.
Oh, that's awesome. You see him on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, he's a local esports.
Dude.
Dude, maybe.
The big red buttons everywhere.
I'm getting distracted. I'm watching your game. So yeah, we're doing that. We're super excited to meet with some players and more news to follow on that front next week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think.
Glory is here.
Wait, where did Chainsaw was here for a minute, right? Because
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't
he
losing
ninja'd
my
his way
mind.
out.
Glory is here too.
Hello, guys.
Hi, or this is
You have to call me Domo.
Domo Furious. Domo Furious is here.
Here,
Her name is actually Glory, though. Could you have a better name for working at Super Evil than Glory?
My name is very glorious.
Yeah, I can
It's
see
amazing.
ice.
It is the
Your name could be Ice.
It is the perfect name.
I just wanted to stop by and say hello. I
Please
just
do.
noticed that Korean community is also watching our live stream.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you say hi in Korean?
안녕하세요. 도모입니다. So actually I've been working with Invisible's top player Wine. He's
he's really good.
every night in
Oh,
Korea,
wow.
and I actually called in the other day at 5 in the morning
Oh, wow.
to support them. It was really fun. I just wanted to drop by and say hello.
So hello to
Some love
INV
to
Wine and the
Korea.
rest of Invincible Armada and all of our fans in Korea. We are so excited to be live in Korea now.
Okay, I need to go pack.
Can
Bye-bye.
you say Donkey Bridge in Korean?
Is it a bridge or donkey?
It's a Finnish saying.
What does it mean?
We got our butts kicked.
I don't know what it
Aw.
means. Zken, oh my goodness, Tactical Pinup Girl is gonna hold this over your head forever.
I know. My
This
butt
is
has lots of kicks.
amazing.
Thoroughly kicked.
We succeeded in distracting Zken, and he and his Donkey Bridge are going to retreat quietly into the night.
Not my donkey bridge. My donkey bridge never retreats.
And boom goes the crystal. That is
GG.
GG. We're going to show you some builds.
Such builds.
Tell us about these builds.
So, I built random items.
Thank you, Domo.
I was gonna go for an aftershock first, and then I got distracted and I somehow turned it into a clockwork.
Yeah, this is completely my fault.
And then
I was
built a Shiver Steel.
really doing my best to try to screw up Zkent in this game.
And then I got really confused and ended up with whatever I have here. So that was interesting.
Yeah, so you ended up not getting. Oh my god, that is great. I love it. I love it. All right, so Tactical, don't say I don't look out for you. GG though.
GG.
That's a good win. Tactical, you should make a special graphic, put it on your channel, twitch.tv/tacticalpinup. It says, you know, I defeated Zkent and all I got was this stupid t-shirt or something like that.
And all I got was the stupid screenshot.
Yeah, this overlay. Yeah. All right, there's the builds. There are the
Fantastic.
things. I'm not friends with anybody, apparently, even Zkent.
You should make some friends.
Congratulations. I'm going to put that on the screen. And I'm going to give away some ice.
Sounds good.
I'm going to give away some ice. Did you want to try to rush in one more game?
It's cutting it pretty close. Let's see.
It's okay if we go over by a couple minutes.
We could go. Over
I
by a
could get
couple
into
minutes.
this game. Do you want to switch roles?
Yeah, you can do the shoutcasting, and I'll do the shoutcasting, and you can do the playing.
All right.
How's that?
I want to try to go back to my iPad if I can.
Here you go.
I don't want to play on the phone. I don't do as well on the phone.
Fair enough.
All right.
Logging down on that.
Well, you figure that out. I'm going to do some ice. Congratulations, everybody. Please make sure you are following the channel, because if you don't follow the channel, you are not going to get Bubkiss. That's what I have to say about that. All right. Let's do some ice. And I'm going to get my iPad going, which will hopefully break everything again.
Please don't.
Evil Andre is an important member of the QA team. That is Evil Andre. All right. Magicat 0 is a winner of 1,000 ice. I'm not going to write 10,000. That would be unfair. Okay. Congratulations. The next winner right now is... Make sure you're following the channel. Koi KY OII is a winner of 1,000 ice. I have to write down your name to make sure you actually get the ice. I'm going to get into this game called Vainglory. And
I'm going to invite random people.
what did you do to this iPad?
I did nothing.
I think it's just like not on the interwebs.
Well, then I can't help you there.
I'm going to get
I'm going to invite this person. And this person.
You totally hurt my iPad.
And maybe even one of these people. I'm inviting so many people. This is great.
All right, I'm going to try to get back into this. Meanwhile, we will do more ice. Cannot connect to the App Store.
That's interesting.
Are you on SUT?
I think so.
Let's see. Tell people things.
I am trying to invite people. It's very difficult. My fingers are fat.
All right, I am going to try to get a different iPad. I will be right back. We will do more ice because I want to play.
Sounds good. I'm going to move myself down here and swap the game cam. So this game, I will be spectating and we will watch Playoff Beard probably play Koska because that's all he plays and attempt to kill people. Maybe he'll have better luck than I will, or than I did. I'm having a really tough time inviting people. Come on. Get invited. There we go. And 2 more. 1 more. This person. You. Get invited. You.
One good thing about working at a game studio is there are a lot of iPads lying around. I don't appreciate that you broke my iPad though.
I'm so sorry.
It was totally, I was playing this morning. It was fine.
I'm having a tough time inviting people.
That's okay. I'm gonna do more ice also.
Like, I'm actually having a really tough time inviting people. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's our internet right now.
Where is this playoff person?
I'm in.
Let me see. Oh, there you are.
I'm ready to go.
Ah, I gotcha. All right, accept it. Quick, do it.
All right, one
right.
more ice winner right now. EK Gaming Legend is a winner.
All right, I'm just gonna spend this game making fun of Playoff Beard.
Please do.
I'm gonna be like,
Oh.
and he's going with probably Koska. That's not Koska. He's playing Arden today.
Well, I saw the Taka. I am not doing a double assassin comp. That is not
Those
happening.
are fun.
EK Gaming Legend is a winner.
I think the double assassin comp is super fun to play. Oh, that
Congratulations,
was really
EK
fast.
Legend.
So everyone's locked in already. The game is loading up, and we have a nice tip here saying heroes on a kill streak have a higher gold value than ones who die alive. So now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
This is true. And right here we see Murder, VG Lady Killer, and James Dog 007 versus Playoff Beard. Senior Waffles and Pink Berry. The watch has come off on Playoff Beard. This means he's in serious mode. Will he be able to take down his opponents? There is a Catherine, an Arden, and a Taka.
Because if I could have coordinated this, I would have asked if I could go carry Arden.
You can still go carry Arden.
Not with a Taka. I mean,
You can still go carry Arden.
I have to protect this Taka.
You would think so. And right here you see Playoff Beard
where is he?
starting the minion camp.
He's not.
Looks
coming to where
like
this is curious. All right.
Team Blue is potentially
Why is
invading.
Taka- why